Sunny 420, aka SMOKERELLA, live in Las Vegas. And I just wanted to say thank you so much. Shout out to Dro TV.
Welcome to My First Time, the show about your first time getting high on marijuana. I'm your host, Mike Freeman with Dro TV. Today, I'd like to welcome our guest, Sunny 420. How are you?
Hello, happy Friday.
Happy Friday to you. You can find more of Sunny on Instagram at sunny420.smokerella. And Sunny, thanks for coming on Dro TV. Let everybody know where you're located and what you got going on in the cannabis community.
Well, I live in Las Vegas, Nevada. I am a cannabis representative, spokesmodel, brand rep, and I work with limo services and strip club VIP packages, and I'm a part-time musician, part-time artist, part-time lyricist, singer, soloist, all of that. Just a whole bunch of different artistic abilities. But as you can see right now, I'm at one of the studios that I work with in Las Vegas. I work with like 3 different studios. And here we are rehearsing. This is one of the locations where we use for our rehearsals for the show I was telling you about, a little dramatic, kind of like a Groundhog Day episode coming up in like 2 weeks in the middle of August here in Vegas. And I have a couple other projects in the works. But as far as cannabis, like I came out here in the first place because in Ohio, it wasn't legal. It still isn't that I'm aware of, but I think you can get like a medical card now. But I've been out here almost 10 years on the West Coast side of things because I kept getting into trouble for cannabis. My first time actually smoking weed, I was actually like my senior year of high school in the girls' bathroom. And then I really didn't get into it though until I was like for my 20th birthday, for my 21st birthday, 20 going on to 21. And I had some friends smoke me out and I was like, oh, this is great. I must not have been inhaling in high school properly years. But no, I kept getting in trouble with marijuana in Ohio. And so I was like, screw it. I'm just going to move to the West Coast where I can fit in at. C'est la vie.
Cool. So let's talk a little bit about some of your performances that you're in.
Okay, the first movie I ever filmed was Pop Stars, Lonely Island. It was in Inglewood, California, in 2015. Then during quarantine, I was, my first speaking role is Karen. I'm a nosy neighbor for Watermelon Man. I want to say it's episode 6 or season 6, something like that, of the Vault, VAULT online. It was actually one of Cameron Diaz's like screen tests like years ago, I guess. And okay, so that was my first speaking role. Then the 702 Twins had a movie that I'm like a crowd filler in a church episode, and that was right at the end of quarantine. And then I started working with the Faces of Rat Mothers when I met them in California, like this time last year for Comedychella, the first official like ever Comedychella. They were great. The show was like 12 hours long, nothing but comedians and rappers and R&B vocalists, and it was amazing. It was 190 degrees that day.
Wow.
No, okay, I'm exaggerating. Well, 107, but it was beautiful outside, beautiful weather, lots of great ladies, and they helped me get into a couple of other events. And so now I'm in their movie. I'm a kind of like a Karen, but not quite a Karen in that, but yeah. Kind of
Okay.
I can't really say too much about it because I signed the NDA.
Okay. Well, I was gonna ask what what is Faces of Rap Mothers? Can you tell us like a little bit about what it's about, or?
Well, if you follow them on the Roku network, on the Roku channel, the Faces of Rap Mothers is about the struggles of women in the industry. And now they're going to be working on the Faces of Rap Fathers as well. It's not necessarily that our kids are rappers, but some of us are ourselves are musicians. It features ladies from all over the United States. And it's a whole Roku channel dedicated to the struggle of women in the entertainment industry. And now we'll be having the Faces of Rap Fathers, the OG homies of rap as well.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Who's your favorite rapper? Who's your inspiration that wanted to make you sing or rap or?
Oh, you want to talk about inspiration? Okay. Originally, I thought I was gonna make some video game beats and just lay low. Like I did some singing and some band in high school, but Billy Ray Cyrus made the Bush beer commercial when I was little.
Wow.
And then he followed suit with the Achy Breaky Heart. And like my family was like so proud of him. And I was like, you know, if I just make a nice, successful video game score, or maybe a movie score, or maybe make my own movie, which I do have a couple of ideas for some home movies, not X-rated porno type movies, but legit home theater home movies that I would love to work on. But yeah, that's where it started. Like I had gotten the idea originally from his Bush beer commercial and Achy Breaky Heart, and I was like, oh, okay, if I just do some video game scores and maybe a song or two. But I personally love EDM for the most part, but I'm labeled as a indie artist because I don't want to be like limited to one category. Like I love a little bit of everything, a little bit of grunge, a little bit of rock and roll, a little bit of country, but I love my techno. Don't get me wrong.
Okay. So are you working on a project yourself right now?
I'm working on tons of projects. I have a few that have some immediate deadlines here in the next week, but yeah, I do have this show, that show, and then some music performances I'm working on. And then I'm supposed to be, well, I'm working on promoting a Dark Ether. It's a movie, it's gonna be a horror movie. It's already filmed, but I'll be hostessing the red carpet release for that, like around Halloween time, like right before Halloween. So it would be just in time for like scary movie season, you know, haunted house season. I'm really stoked about that too. I was stoked about all of my projects, of course, but yeah, like it's just work after work after work. I'm team no sleep. Hi.
Let's see, what else do we have going on, Sonny? So you're at a studio right now. When we hang up from this call, what do you got going on?
I gotta work on my role for the show that's coming up. It's live theater in 2 weeks, August 12th here. Well, in about 2.5 weeks, yeah.
Okay.
So I was gonna work on my lines for that, and then I'll go to work and work with the limos later on this evening. And sometimes when I come across guests from other parts of the country, they're like curious about weed, and I may, you know, help smoke them out or blow the limo on the way there.
Nice.
Before we get to the club, or yeah.
Now, are you a flower girl? You like concentrates, edibles?
Ooh, I do like edibles, but it's Vegas, so it's like way too hot. Like the chocolate and the gummies melt at this time of year. Right. But yeah, I am a flower girl. Flowers, definitely.
Did you smoke yet already today?
A little bit ago, but now I'm just ramped up off of coffee.
So you're an ASCAP artist. You've got some published material online. Where's the best place people can check out some of your material?
Ooh, I do. You can go to Indie Vibes, INDIE Vibes, VYBEZ. Okay. That's my YouTube channel. My Instagram is sunny420.smokerella, sunny420 smokerella. But if you pull up Indie Vibes, like one of my first popular songs was Bourbon Street Blues. I actually went viral off of Reverb Nation as an indie artist for like 6 months, like all across the world, global, nationwide, all that, because of that song. And then I worked on a couple of songs with Coldplay. I worked on a few songs with Coldplay, like as a funkadelic band with some other people, the people that introduced me to their producer in Hollywood. But unfortunately, to my knowledge, we haven't done anything with any of that work. So to my knowledge, it hasn't been released officially. But I personally went back down there and put out a couple of songs of my own. And you can find me under Eris Williams on SoundCloud. And you can find Turn the Lights Off. Well, it was originally called Turn the Lights Off, but it's named Random Thoughts, THOTS, on the YouTube channel that I told you, the Indie Vibes, VYBEZ. But yeah, Random Thoughts, THOTS. It's electronica EDM. It's like a video. I put the video together, but it's like only the first half of the song. I haven't sat down and did the whole video for the whole song just yet. But check it out. I hope you enjoy it. And there's a couple other like EDM beats on there. But I have a little bit more variety of stuff if you go to my Reverb Nation page, Eris Williams.
Okay, awesome.
ARIS Williams.
And the theater work you do, what kind of production is this? Is it a drama or?
This is like a Groundhog Day type style of play.
Okay.
This is going to be my first like live performance. Everything I've done so far has kind of been, film here and go home.
Right.
So we'll see how this works out. We'll see how this goes. I'm pretty stoked about this.
Awesome. You don't seem like you get nervous, so you're probably not nervous. You seem pretty confident in your acting and musical abilities.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I talk to tourists all the time. I've been doing the limo services and VIP packages for tourists now since 2016, well before quarantine.
Awesome.
And kind of just started back into it here recently, like about 3-4 months ago, got back on the job.
Great. And how long have you been in Vegas?
I was dillying and dallying with coming down to Vegas originally from out of California since like 2013, but officially I moved here and became a bartender in 2016 and then never even used my bartender license. Okay. I know, it's crazy, but I got into the promotion stuff and it's been nonstop ever since. So I never really used my bartender license here.
Right. You still know how to make a stiff drink?
Absolutely. But of course.
Well, I'm sure that's on your acting resume, right? That you can, act like you know how to pour some drinks, right?
Right. That's a great idea. Yeah. Well, being a bartender definitely comes with its own stage set and its own customers, clientele, fans, supporters, however you want to call it.
And the Canafam, the weed scene out in Vegas, it's pretty strong. I mean, people are pretty much out and about everywhere.
That part. Oh, absolutely. It's kind of confusing when you go to do like cannabis events and then you get there and they're like, oh, by the way, you can't smoke cannabis inside the event. Like, huh? Wait, it's a cannabis event, but you have to go outside to smoke the cannabis. Like, yeah, I'm confused. I wasn't the only one though. So it's not that it was a dumb blonde thing. It was other people that were confused just as well as I was.
I guess like smoking cigarettes indoors, I know sometimes it's either frowned upon or, an establishment doesn't want that smell lingering around in there. So it's funny, down here in Florida, pretty much all the events are outdoors. So, it's just, you can smoke where you want because everything's outside. So.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'll definitely have to come to Florida and check y'all out sometime. I've been to, let's see, where was I? I was at Daytona Beach, but I haven't been to Miami yet.
Okay, cool. Yeah. We're in Orlando and it's decriminalized, so they kind of don't give you too much trouble, but
Nice.
you know, we need to just get it legalized and enough of this nonsense with laws and everything else. So it'd be nice. Maybe soon, hopefully. So
Right.
Yeah, exactly. Sonny, it was a pleasure speaking with you. Thanks for coming on Dro TV today. Let everybody know the best place that they can find you.
Instagram, that's my fave. I do have Facebook under Eris Williams as well, but my Instagram is Sunny, SUNNY 420 420.smokerella.
Awesome.
Thank you. And don't forget to look at my YouTube channel, The Indie Vibes, BYBEZ.
Yes, we're going to have the links in the description below. So make sure you go down there and follow Sunny. If you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you smash that like button and hit subscribe because you want to make sure you're tuned in to Dro TV. So Sunny, thanks again. And as always, smoke them if you got them. What's up, Dro TV family? You can now stream the audio version of all these episodes on your favorite podcast player. And if you like more episodes like this, check out this playlist we put together over here for you. And if you haven't already, subscribe to us on YouTube. You don't want to miss more great content from Dro TV. Thank you for tuning in. And as always, smoke them if you got them.